Hi guys, we're going to discuss and review some more steps for solving word problems. Let's work through this problem following our steps during solving the problem of understand, plan, and then solve. Okay, so understand. Do I understand everything that's needed from this? So in understand, I need to focus on, do I understand what it's already giving me, and do I understand what it's asking me to solve for? So I would look at Abe running 4 days this past week. He ran 9 kilometers each day. So if I'm visualizing and making a picture in my head as I follow along with this story problem, just my days of the week, those are the 4 he ran, and those are the 9 kilometers he ran on that day. In the same week, so in this same week, Beth ran 15 fewer kilometers than Abe. So that's something else I know. So whatever this adds up to be, Beth ran 15 less than that. Fewer, less. Okay, so let me write 15 less so I don't confuse myself. Whatever this total is, Beth ran 15 less. So I'm trying to solve for how many kilometers did Beth run that week. Okay, so that's what I'm solving for. So understand is now done. All that thinking that went on was part of understand. Now plan. Because remember, we're working on being accurate, not super fast. So I'm going to plan, how would I solve this? So what equations am I going to use? And also, how could I solve this? So I kind of already drew a picture. So that is a strategy that I could use. I also could make an equation out of this picture. And that would be 9 times 4. Not solving yet. That is my equation for that. I also need, that's going to get me whatever that is. I'm putting an X there. Actually, I'll put a different letter so we don't get confused. I'm putting an in there because that's showing me that I don't know what it is yet. I know it's in. I also need to know right now if I have anything else to solve for. So I go back to the understand. What am I solving for? 9 times 4. Does that get me how many kilometers did Beth run? No, that gets me how much Abe ran. So I'm going to take whatever this number is minus the 15 that it tells me in the equation, or sorry, in the story problem. In the same week, Beth ran 15 fewer than Abe, equals my answer. Okay, so now I can see that this is a 2-step story problem. I have to solve for Abe in order to solve for Beth. So there's my plan. I'm using equations. I could, if 9 times 4 was too difficult, draw a picture. Okay. If the second part is too big, I can draw a picture. This was part of my plan, but it was more this time just my thinking. So my plan is done. Now I'm going to get to solving. So 9 times 4 is, I have 9 times 4 equals 36. Now remember, that was in. So that means that's going to go down here. 36 minus 15. 21 kilometers. So now I have solved. Now let's go through the last 2 steps. Yes, I said 2 steps because I'm adding a step today. We already went through a check on Friday and how we check our work and make sure that it's a reasonable answer. 21, if Ben is running 36 kilometers in a week, 21 is fewer. So according to my story problem, 21 would be a reasonable answer. It would make sense with the story that I was given. The last step that I want to add today is explain. So we see a lot on our math assignments to explain your thinking or explain how you got the answer. So let's explain how we would solve this problem. So if I was typing out how to solve this problem, I would write, to solve for how many kilometers Beth ran this past week, you must first solve how many kilometers Ben ran. You can solve how many kilometers Ben ran by doing 9 times 4, which gives you 36 kilometers. If you subtract the 15 less that Beth didn't run, you will get 21 kilometers. So I started by saying what I would do, so explaining my known parts, okay, and explaining my process. What did I do first in my work? I did 9 times 4 to get how many Ben ran. Then I did the minus 15 to get the 15 fewer that Beth didn't run. So this would be a good example of how to explain your story problem work.